Welcome in, my future meta millionaires. Can you believe we are on part 9 of the John Berta interview slash conversation series? And we're getting into some real juicy stuff in this video. That's right. We're going to hear Berta talk about there's going to be a new ex-dividend date followed after the S1 filing. And we're going to hear Berta explain all that. He also talks about how the rats are going to be scurrying around and just the rats are going to be running around, which is the shorts. And we're going to get into that. So just, man, make sure you just go ahead. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to get value out of this video. So go ahead and smash thumbs up. Leave a comment down below for that algorithm. And just go ahead and do it because I promise you won't be disappointed.
And it's hard too because sometimes people are like, oh, please don't talk about the divvy, and then there's other people who are like, that's all I want to talk about. But I mean, for me, I'm just waiting to see how things play out because I know George has a plan, right? And we're not all privy to it, but that's the catalyst, and that's what I'm waiting to see what happens.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens when we do the filing on the S1, like we had mentioned in the press release, and then the date comes when that because there has to be another dividend date. There will be after the S1 is approved, there will be a dividend date.
So right there, you heard it, guys. And if you don't know John Berta, you may want to, if you're new to this and you're just brand new to this, John Berta is the former CEO of Torchlight, which was the merger company Meta used to get on the stock market. So that's where Mmat is at. We're selling the oil and gas assets, and we got Berta here, the former CEO of Torchlight for the oil and gas assets. He's still a consultant in metamaterials. That's how he's still able to speak about this, but he can only talk about really publicly known information. All right, so he just said right there, we're going to have an S1 filing. And after the S1 filing is approved, Mmtlp will have a new ex-dividend date. That's right. So just for an example, if they come out with the S1 filing, it gets approved. They could say holders of the record date on July 1st will get the preferred share dividend. Now, we don't know what the date is because it hasn't came out yet. But in that latest press release, they announced it could be in the next it said in the coming months. Now, we don't know when that could be, but we'll have to wait and see. So keep that in mind, guys. But he's going to talk about some interesting stuff here about what could happen once this S1 filing is approved, once the new ex-dividend date is out there. So make sure you listen, and we're going to touch base on it.
And then you're going to see, the rats scurrying, I should say, to see, and then everything will come to fruition. So
I like how I said that there. Once this new ex-dividend date comes out, the rats will be scurrying. And what he means by that is the shorts. There is a lot of shorts trapped in old TRCH, Torchlight, that's right. If you go back and look at the short, the failed to delivers in TRCH stock, guys, it is outrageous. And what happened is that merger closed early because of a holiday weekend. So shorts never had time to close their positions. So those shorts are held responsible to pay this dividend. So they're going to be out there looking to buy your MMTLP. And yeah, and you can hear Berta. I'm going to take it back just a second. Berta kind of laughs. It's like he just has this gut feeling, man. He knows something's going to happen big when all this comes out. So that's why I keep buying MMTLP. That's why I keep buying metamaterials as well, because once this baby explodes, get ready. Let's go back and say it.
Everything will play out. I think it'll play out scurrying, I should say, to see, and then everything will come to fruition. So everything will play out. I think it'll play out a little differently than the last time, but I think it'll play out at that point. So it'll be
the rats scurrying. Mm-hmm. So when you say the rats,
well,
are you talking about in the short?
The rats, the shorts. This is my personal opinion. I think there's a pretty decent sized short in MMTLP, and I think the deck was never the what's the word the GL was never balanced from the merger. And I still think there's stuff going on, and what you're going to see, and this is just my personal opinion.
Before we get to that, He gave us a lot of great information there. Like I said, he's talking about the books wasn't settled. And what he means by that is he's talking about the company he used to be the owner of, guys, Torchlight. He knows there is a lot of failure to deliver, a lot of short. Torchlight was one of the most shorted stocks on the stock market, guys. And what happened is the Torchlight turned into the Torchlight preferred shares, which in today is MMTLP. So either sale of the oil and gas assets or production or proceeds will come from that and get paid out to MMTLP shareholders. So that's why we've been buying them up here on the channel, man. We've been preaching it pretty much daily, if not every other day, because it's going to be huge. Just so much great information there. He's saying the books wasn't cleared. We know the books wasn't cleared. And that's how these market makers were able to put MMTLP on the market, because this is why they're going through. This is why all this craziness is going on. They're scared. These shorts are scared. They know something big's going to come of this. And who would think oil would just go on a moon mission since all this has happened, man? I would not want to be in the shorts position on this situation. Let me just tell you.
Is that you're going to see some brokerage houses are going to deny people to be able to acquire MMTLP, and then they're going to say, just like Robinhood did, sell only, which is going to create all kinds of problems in MMTLP when that dividend is issued.
So right there he says, guys, he's predicting, he's letting us know. So you got to be mentally prepared for this, which we are. If you've been through this, we know that brokerages like to take away the buy button when there is a short squeeze happening, a massive short squeeze. They did it to GME. They did it to AMC. So it could happen to MMTLP because we know the shorts are in bed with these broker houses. Now, you know, it is what it is. But this is where you got to be mentally prepared to know this, that when you're buying MMTLP, we are holding strong. I don't care if they drop MMTLP down to a penny. I'm not selling. They're not scaring me out of my position. You got to tell yourself that. The price of MMTLP doesn't matter. It is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. It's a fake Fugazi price. It is, but if you buy it though, you are getting the rights to get the potential dividend from the Torchlight oil and gas assets. So that's what I'm saying, guys. They can try to do the scare tactics, and that's what I think he's getting at. It's trading at $1.29 today. They announce an ex-dividend date. The broker houses take out the buy button, and they only leave you a sell button there. And what's going to happen? What is going to happen to average people that don't keep up to date, don't keep up to news with what's going on? They may get scared out of their position and sell it for a cheap price, which would be horrible. So you got to be mentally prepared. If they drop this down to a penny, 5 cents, 10 cents, 50 cents, do not sell it. Wait till Meta pays you that dividend. That is my plan. I am waiting till I get paid by Meta to get my dividend. I don't care if they want to drop it down to a penny. I'm not selling because the price don't matter. It's kind of like, you ever watch Whose Line Is It Anyway? Everything's made up and the points don't matter. Well, that's kind of in a sense what MMTLP is. But you do get the dividend. The current price don't matter in a sense. Let's finish up a little bit here.
I'm wondering if we might actually see that with Meta eventually too. I mean, because they cover those shares. That's why I moved my stuff out of Robinhood. I couldn't move my MMTLP I moved it to Vanguard, but they wouldn't take my MMTLP, but I could move my Meta over. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see that with quite a few of them.
I would also say that one of the things you guys talk about a lot is the number of, the float shares in Meta and what have you. There's so many people that I know that were big holders of Meta that haven't sold anything, and in fact have acquired more. So
right there is where I'm going to end that part of the interview and leave you in a little suspense leading up to part 10. But did you just hear what Berta said, guys? He knows people that has large positions in MMAT. They're not selling. And what are they doing? They're buying more. Buying more. Do you think they were down there buying when it hit $1.03, $1.10, $1.15, $1.20? I best believe you know they were buying that freaking dip. And they're probably buying the rip as well because they know this thing's going to just explode, man. It's going to be, we saw massive, like Newegg had a huge explosion. The OSTK stock situation, man. We are setting on something special. I hope this video will get you mentally prepared for market makers or the shorts try anything fishy with our MMTLP, and no, we're not selling. So I will catch you all in the next video, guys. Peace.